dear ones, it's Hannah. So I have the third installment of my video series from my trade session with my dear friend and fellow practitioner Jen Fisher in California that I did 3 or 4 weeks ago now. There's just so much amazing information that came through in this session. So this part of the session, we were talking all about the current timelines that they were telling us about for this time shift that we're going through right now, and all of the challenge and struggle and discord, and when we might expect to see it loosen or heal, get a little easier. And we also spoke about the challenges people are feeling in their relationships right now with others on the planet, and that feeling of separation and discord that is playing out, politically, religiously, etc. And how really to heal all of this, we need to bring it back to ourselves and work on healing what is going on inside of us that needs healing. So I hope you enjoy this. It's really awesome.
Can you see the most likely timeline that we're on currently?
Sort of, but it's hazy.
Okay. Is that because it can shift, or why is that?
They're saying, it shifts many times a day, though many of the shifts are fairly aligned with each other. So it seems as though we're on the same timeline. And there are always wild card timelines as well, where like the shift could happen and you'd be like, what just like literally everything feels different. But right now it feels I just keep hearing March of 2021, like it it looks light to me. It looks like this intensity of energy will continue through much of November, start to subside at the end of November, but continue. That there will be a shift around the solstice in December, that there will be more peace, but still like a feeling of discomfort, and that around, but 2021 looks it looks densely packed in the beginning, maybe with information or something, not with challenge, but there's still this feeling of intensity, but it's much less than what we're feeling right now. And then it seems like in March of 2021 that things are going to start to unravel. Like I'm just seeing these coils of grapevine start to let go and relax. I think those might be representing like that tension and the twisting of the coils. And as they relax, the timelines are relaxing, and humanity is starting to feel more comfortable again.
So what causes the shifts in the timelines? How do we shift the timelines?
We shift the timelines by doing our own internal work, because the more internal work we do, the more the energy of the world shifts. The more of us that own the internal work we need to do, are willing to put in the effort to do the work and then embody those shifts, the more everything shifts. And it is really, they're showing me it's like very conscious and heart-centered. Like this is not stuff that gets unraveled by you looking away, ignoring it. The discord that's happening in the world today is a result of things getting ignored and of people looking the other way, whether it was because they were overwhelmed or felt threatened or scared, etc. But ignoring things and looking away is not going to solve this. It's going to perpetuate it. And the message that they are giving, they're showing me that when someone chooses to look inward and really work on themselves and heal the stuff that doesn't feel good within themselves, the ways that they get triggered, the challenges that they have, the fears that they have, the demons that they face, if you will, when they are willing to look inside and be vulnerable and love themselves despite their perceived flaws and grow through that and really embrace that heart-centeredness, that aligning with themselves and loving themselves, because the act of healing yourself is a loving act. That act of loving themselves is mirrored or reflexes back into the world. So it becomes an act of loving the world, because it also becomes an act of love when you interface with the world on any level from this place of alignment and love. I have no idea if that answered your question.
It does. It makes a lot of sense. Is that why we're seeing so many shifts with our personal relationships, personal journey in relation to somebody else's journey?
Yes, at this time, there are still a lot of people who don't understand that they're even on a journey. And the people who are looking inward and living from a place of love, for some, is a trigger in itself, because it seems like those people aren't seeing what's going on in the world around, and they're just la-di-daing their way through life, pretending that things are fine, when clearly to these other people they are so not fine, and they feel that they need everyone on board to make the necessary shifts. And so there is a degree of discord between people that are awakened and people that are not. There's also, of course, a large degree of discord just between people who have separated themselves mentally from others, whether this is, conservative versus liberal, Democrat versus Republican, based on skin tone, race, gender, religion, etc. That the fact that people are holding on to these, this feeling of separation between themselves and others, while that is a paradigm that many were raised within on the earth now, it is also no longer resonating as truth, as the earth has raised her own vibration. And not that it ever was true, but it did resonate as true for a while, because it was, that energy was needed, but is no longer needed. And because people are still holding this, because it used to be and feel true, it's creating a lot of discord between people's hearts and being shown. So to heal that, people need to start looking within, and as they do that work inside and start to develop a greater sense of empathy and compassion for themselves, that also reflexes outward, and they develop a greater sense of empathy and compassion for others who may be in a previous period of struggle that they witnessed themselves. And the deeper truth is, there is not anything that separates people except their perceptions.
So that was really packed, wasn't it? So full of good information. There's still more to come. My name is Hannah Fogg. I'm a Beyond Quantum Healing practitioner in the state of Maine in the United States, and I get to see people all over the world and lead them through amazing sessions like these where you can discover anything you can think about, basically. Any questions you could possibly have, do the deepest levels of healing. One of my favorite parts of doing these sessions personally when I'm led through them is the depth to which you feel things is almost, I would say it's something I've never experienced in my human life outside of these sessions, because it's so much deeper and more profound than anything else that I even knew was possible here on Earth. And that is a really amazing thing, like the depth of love and understanding when you connect with these high vibrational energies, and the knowing that you have when you go through these experiences is so profound and so healing in itself. So if you have any interest in reaching out to learn more or to have a session for yourself, I will list my website below, and I would love to talk to you anytime. I hope that you are having a beautiful time in the world wherever you are, and I am sending you much love as we continue to navigate this time. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.